Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the RSC stream. My name is Hudx, and it is my pleasure to be bringing you two more finals for RSC Season 22. We've got Prospect first on the docket. It'll be followed by Master, and I'm very excited to get into this with all of you tonight. And joining me here in the booth is my good friend Taco. Taco, excited to get into these matches tonight?
Yeah, I'm very excited. These prospect teams, I believe Dime were the number 4 seed and Hawaiian Pizza the number 6 seed, so maybe not who some people might have expected to be in these finals are going to be here, but I think these teams are going to be hungry and all the more wanting to win this for their teams.
I think that if you weren't expecting at least a chance of Hawaiian Pizza being in a final at the beginning of the season, you've not been paying that much attention to like Rocket or RSC historically because they've just won, a couple of times. You also have a little bit of a bias coming into this that I'll just head off at the pass here, Taco, because you are a member of 50/50 Pizzeria as a franchise, so you'll have to check your homer tendencies at the door here. But I have full faith that you'll be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, I'll try my best. As
the numbers are pretty unbiased. We can look at the numbers; they tell us the true story.
That's true. That is true. As we are going to look at the team stats here for both of these teams, as both of these teams have a pretty similar record and pretty similar stats. Though Dime definitely have more goals and shots, whereas Hawaiian Pizza, the more defensive team. And Hawaiian Pizza, another 50/50 team in the finals, looking to, unfortunately, avenge the AMI team that could not win, but they have as good of a shot as anyone.
They've done all the work to get here. Now it's 7 games left to get the job done to secure that championship. We'll take a look at our player stats because all of these players are actually already here in the lobby waiting for us. So at this point, they're just spinning their tires until we get ready to go. Dime's going to be in the blue. Hawaiian Pizza will be in the orange. And for Dime, we kind of have a good idea of who our 3 starters are going to be. branthedan, Treefrog, and YourYoloTwin most likely starting, and confirmed the 3 in the lobby right now. Dino incarnate coming off the bench, but a monster offensive season for branthedan. 73 goals, shooting 38%. Perennial admin and person who has been around forever, Treefrog, 53 goals in 55 games, almost shooting a goal a game clip there. And YourYoloTwin rounding it out, a pretty strong showing for them as well. The demos are cut off on my screen. Oh, I knew it. YourYoloTwin leads the way with 68 demos for the team. And it looks like it's a pretty well-rounded Dime squad here, Taco. It's everybody's doing a little bit of everything. Assist numbers shared across the board, almost exactly the same for the starting 3. They look like they're a pretty balanced squad.
Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty balanced. I mean, all of them in the mid 30s. So that's a good sign that they can get the passing attack going, even if maybe branthedan, who has a lot of goals, that starts to dry up. They're not going to stop passing to each other, and so they should be able to find a lot of good passes and good goals, scoring opportunities. But as we go on to the Hawaiian Pizza player stats, it's again more of a 3-person attack. Pyth is not going to be playing. He is on IR. The rest of the 4 could play. The likely 3 that are going to play are K.Doughboy, Vvreze, and Squeezy. Though they're all again very similar scoring-wise in stats and goals, saves, assists, very similar. So expect any of them to be able to pop up.
Yeah, pretty even across the board here as well from Hawaiian Pizza. Numbers that I immediately see, 70 saves for Vvreze leads the way for the team, as well as 50 goals, so getting it done on both sides of the pitch. Yeah, just again, we're pretty confident we'll know who these the starting 3 is going to be. We're currently in the process of remaking the lobby because Rocket League is just the worst thing to ever to have to interface with sometimes, and they just try to make it as hard as possible. So now we're getting back into the lobby. We get back into Manfield. We'll get the players back in here, and we're going to start. And while we wait for them, Taco, do you have a prediction for this first game? I'm not going to put you on the spot for the whole series because it's not the podcast, but at least the first game. You have any thoughts?
It's tough to predict. Both these teams are very good. Dime is, I'm sure, going to have a great showing. But Hawaiian Pizza 10-0.
10-0 game 1 Hawaiian Pizza. I think that's the homer tendency showing, but I suppose you can get this one out of the way here in game 1 and then not ever do it again for the rest of the series. But there's an opportunity for you to vote in the chat. You all get your things in there. I can't say that Hawaiian Pizza is going to win, so I'll call, 3-1 for Dime. We're getting into game number 1 here at Manfield. Prospect Finals underway. And an opportunity for both of these teams now. The final step to reach the RSC championship for the Prospect tier. branthedan, no boost, pushes it into the corner here. Vvreze stands him up. YoloTwin with a 50. It's going to be caught by Potato, caught right back by Twin. And it will not drop in. branthedan underneath, although just underneath in the rotation here. Twin trying to pop it off the wall. Really nothing going for the offense there. Treefrog up, looking for a crazy redirect. Almost a fake past Vvreze. It's a shot for Bran. And really the first offensive look of the game comes for Dime. About 45 seconds in here to game number 1. Another shot will register for branthedan. This one saved by SqueezySponge. A long try from YoloTwin's going to go off the crossbar, and Treefrog can't clean it up. A minute's gone by, and Dime with the first 3 real good looks of the game so far, Taco.
Yeah, chaotic start to the game as multiple open net opportunities were just missed by that Dime team, but the opportunities coming. Tato looking for the redirect, unable to make contact with the ball. branthedan will get a free clear, but that's going to find its way to the wall past everyone. SqueezySponge is going to be beat to the ball, and Hawaiian Pizza struggling to get out, but here comes SqueezySponge looking for the redirect, but unable to fire it on target, just wide. And Treefrog will take it upfield, but leave it for Squeezy. Squeezy again looking dangerous, and it's causing some teams to panic on both sides again. Very early in the series, both teams trying to feel it out, looking very shaky at moments on both sides.
And definitely still just looking for that first domino to fall, first team to make that a critical mistake that'll lead to a goal the other way. SqueezySponge, a big dunk to keep it into the blue end. Potatoedactyl right back towards the blue goal, saved away. Now again a centering ball. Will there be somebody there to put it on frame? There is. It's Squeezy, but saved away by branthedan. Potatoedactyl's follow-up high and off the backboard won't go. And we remain level at 0-0. SqueezySponge with another shot. Another ripper saved by Bran. It's a savior medal, and Potato's going to finally break it open. SqueezySponge gets the apple, and at 1-0 the scoreline for Hawaiian Pizza. Beautiful strike from Potatoedactyl. 1-0.
Yeah, Potato there to clean it up. She's super reliable as always, as the shot was thrown on target by Squeezy. Forced both of them to commit, and Tato there gets a lot of power on that. So, and that was needed because there was a goalkeeper in net that just could not react in time. Vvreze is going to get a good opportunity here, but it's going to fall to branthedan. It forces a double commit from Hawaiian Pizza. YourYoloTwin looking to break some ankles and score a brilliant goal to tie it up.
Icy here at the edge of the box. Twin with a cutback around 1. It gets the flick around 2, and just enough space to put it into that right side of the goal. Great equalizer for Dime. And YoloTwin gets on the board with a goal. It's maybe an opportunity for a kickoff look here. Twin will be back pretty confidently to save that one. SqueezySponge, though, forces the issue. It's right back to Vvreze, who will put it high off the crossbar. Potatoedactyl not able to drive that one home. Treefrog up with a good 50 on SqueezySponge to keep that one from ever registering as a shot, and will be up to Brand to just bang it away. Potato right back towards midfield. YoloTwin to the backboard here. No look because of great defense by SqueezySponge. Treefrog will loft it up once again. Vvreze pounds it right back into the blue end. Quick catch and turn by Bran around one. Looks for Treefrog. Centering ball. 2 players there for Hawaiian Pizza, and it'll be Vvreze that makes the save. And with 90 seconds left, we remain deadlocked here at 1 apiece. Dime just kind of peppering the backboard, but they can't find that incisive touch they need to really break it back open.
Yeah, both teams now a little bit more defensive going on, it looks like. Both teams not willing to give up the next opportunity, which could be the critical one in this game, as Tato will shut that clear downfield, and it goes to Vvreze, who's going to catch it on the wall. Treefrog makes a touch and leaves it for Bran. Treefrog's hunting for a demo, unable to connect with Tato, who clears it downfield, and that is, I thought for a second, might have been that strong to go on target as Vvreze plays it in. Squeezy's unable to get there as Bran will lose control, but look for a demo, and again, the demo is being hunted. Potato has the 2 defenders in net. Very awkward. Squeezy, the pass in mid, looking for the floating, and Vvreze finds the ball that was just floating right there for him to put away.
What an effort from Squeezy, the second touch to beat the pre-jumping Bran. And Vvreze has got faith all the way into that corner pocket to make it 2-1 late here for Hawaiian Pizza. Dime just couldn't quite get it figured out on their offensive pushes, and then it's just all it takes is 1 the other way, and Hawaiian Pizza turned like 7 shots out of nowhere through that last flurry of offense that they finally turned into a goal their way. Here's a look for Dime in the waning seconds of game number 1. YoloTwin's going to force a triple commit. Can Dime find a way to punish this one? They're already rotated so far out. A big boom to the backboard from YOLO is going to be just off the post. Treefrog, can he tuck it in? 3 seconds left. Bran can't get there. 0's on the clock. YOLO's going to keep it up. Nothing in the tank. Vvreze with a touchdown to the ground, and Hawaiian Pizza will hold on to take game number 1. A heroic effort on the defensive end at the last moment, and they will take the first step forward towards a win in the series.
I mean, what an effort from all of the players on the field. I mean, YourYoloTwin with a 580 score, trying his hardest to win this one for Dime, but just barely a triple commit at the end from Hawaiian Pizza. They were scrambling, everyone's scrambling. Definitely a nervous game number 1, but they hold on and take an important lead in this series.
It's a prediction that was correct. Maybe not to the extent that it was predicted, but correct for you nonetheless, Taco. It's a good win to start the series off for Hawaiian Pizza. I think Dime just looking to get Treefrog engaged here. He's got 1 shot. Just I think the 82 points for Treefrog really isn't indicative of the way that game went. Definitely on the offensive side of the pitch. But one thing that I will say, and I noticed it at the very end towards Dime, because Hawaiian Pizza were just trying to throw everything they could at the net. Dime is doing a very good job making sure they're not getting caught out by those rotation check shots that Hawaiian Pizza will throw out there. They have somebody back when they need them. Now they just have to try to work on getting a little bit more creative in the offensive half to really break down this Hawaiian Pizza defense. If you've got RSC coins left and we've not bled you dry, predictions are up for game 2. And it's almost Treefrog right off the rip, just double tapping it in from the kickoff to give Dime a quick lead, but it's just wide, so it'll stay 0-0 instead. Bran forcing a 50 in the corner. SqueezySponge will cut it out. Treefrog in pursuit, gets the boost, but not the ball. SqueezySponge a controlling touch, not a lot of boost. It almost fell to a teammate. That shot right down Main Street from Vvreze, cut off by YourYoloTwin. And now Treefrog maybe looking for that infield pass. He's found Bran. The shot's past 1, but not past 2. Vvreze throws the bicycle kick to make the save. And again, Dime just can't find the final strike, but here it is. We called him out the last game for just not quite doing a whole lot. In this game, he gets their team on top first. Treefrog opens the scoring. 4:18 left in game 2.
Treefrog, 82 points in game number 1, already a goal and surpassing that score in game number 2. So a great start for Dime as they're looking much more comfortable on the offensive end. Squeezy will put a shot. Potato is testing the defense. Squeezy's up for it. Unable to find it. Up so early, but it's too early as that just led to a way open net. A demo came through, and there was no one back third to protect the net.
And that is the danger of looking for those crazy angles. You're definitely sacrificing at least one defender to being stuck to the opponent's backboard. And chances are they don't have a whole lot of boost left in the tank because they just used all of it to try to get after that ball. So very quickly turns around the other way. It's a 2-0 lead for Dime, the largest lead of the series so far for either team. Looking to make it 3 here is YourYoloTwin, and it will carry him off the post and into the back of the net. A quick 3-0 stretch for Dime here. It's been not even a minute and a half yet, a minute and 11 seconds into game number 2, and they stretch their legs out to a 3-0 lead. It's it's not a bad spot to be in after dropping a very close game number 1, I think, to come back out and just really kind of assert yourself on game number 2. It's got to be good for the mental in the short term. It's a great turn by Brand to keep that from being a surefire goal into the back of the Dime net. But Taco, I'm curious to hear if you think anything about what a huge blowout game like this can do so early in the series. You're thinking, I mean, obviously there's still a lot of game left to be played, so we don't need to get too far into it, but does a team shut down after this because they get a little too cocky after blowing a team out?
Depends on the team. I think they're gonna be looking to keep with it. I think this game is definitely still winnable. Just got to get a goal every minute, pretty much. As SqueezySponge is gonna get space. Here's an opportunity. Brand's awkward. Squeezy's up. It's just gonna fall to Treefrog. They're looking to create some chaos, some opportunities in the air. As that's falling to Treefrog. Squeezy pops it. Another double commit from Hawaiian Pizza. It's definitely nervous. They've got to figure this out. Vvreze just looking to make someone fake, but unlike game number 1, they're not able to break out of defense, and it's leading to open opportunities as branthedan just waits for his own pass to fall in middle for him to just put nice and easy away.
Quite patient, almost like playing ones. Vvreze with no boost, really just kind of SOL sitting in the net there. Tried to make the diving save at the last moment, but yeah, just the patience of branthedan on display there. Another opportunity maybe for Brand to tuck it in and make it 5, but it'll just go wide. Treefrogs looked like a totally different player here in game number 1. Just needed to wake up a little bit, get into this series, and doing just that here in game 2. And Dime, yeah, they held Hawaiian Pizza to one singular shot here through the first half and change of game number 2. That is very much a change from what we saw in game number 1. Here's an opportunity for SqueezySponge to make it 2, but even then cut out by branthedan to keep the danger low. YOLO looking for Treefrog, pops it up. branthedan continuing it into the orange end, or it'll be cut off by SqueezySponge. Another dangerous bounce here for Vvreze, who's going to have a go. Denied by YoloTwin back into the corner, and Treefrog will continue it out. But yeah, I mean, still, even in the minute that I just yapped for, no shots for Hawaiian Pizza, and this game continues to tick by with no offense for them. It's not really a way to win games, and it's considerably different than what we saw from them in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not going to come back at this point, so you got to use this minute to think through it and wonder why. Why is that offense dried up? But here's Treefrog just off the crossbar. A follow from Twin is just off target. And again, it's all Dime on offense right now. They can't break out, can Hawaiian Pizza. It looks like Dime are the ones behind the way they're still attacking the ball and just continuing to pepper shot after shot on net. But here comes Hawaiian Pizza. They still can't get control of the ball. Squeezy's trying to make something happen. Twins pass off the crossbar, finds Treefrog, and chaos in front of the net leads to a 5-0 lead for Dime.
Team bump to clear it open as well. YoloTwin, after the first pass, finds PotatodactyL on the goal line, and that means Treefrog's got the entire net to shoot at, and he does not miss from right in front. 5-0 with 45 seconds left. Dime coming out, looking like they, just needed the first game to kind of download Hawaiian Pizza. They've absolutely had their number. Goal number 6, the hat trick from Treefrog will just glance harmlessly off the post. And with 30 seconds left, it is Hawaiian Pizza just looking to try to maybe reset the mental, get a goal for the road here in the closing seconds of game number 2. Looking at basically a best of 5 now. The series will be tied 1-1 once this one is in the books at zeros on the clock. But yeah, it's a whole different look for Dime. It's Treefrog with 6 shots after having no shots in game number 1. There's another save from Potatodactyl to keep it at 5-0. And Brand's going to take number 6 at 1 second on the clock just for good measure. It's the finals. You don't get bonus points for not scoring just the only amount of goals that you are required to win. It's a dominant game number 2 from Dime, and now they've got, I feel like, the even more difficult task now, Taco, of continuing this momentum into game number 3.
Yeah, I gotta feel like maybe Hawaiian Pizza got in their own head after that, like, first couple of goals maybe, and just started playing different, because that was not even close. It wasn't competitive, and that was unexpected after after winning game 1. You expect them to be able to at least continue the momentum and at least make a competitive game, but 6-0, only 1 shot on net. I mean, it just was a completely different team, it looked like.
Yeah. Total 3 demos for each team, so physicality really not a determining factor for either side. No saves needed for Dime because only 1 shot was generated from Hawaiian Pizza, and that shot wasn't even on frame. So it was just, yeah, kind of end-to-end dominance for Dime, and I do kind of have to say it's a kind of a behind-the-scenes thing that we don't get to see on stream very much, but I always kind of take note of it when I'm watching, if I'm producing or if I'm casting. This game ended, Hawaiian Pizza, all 3 of them, ready up immediately. Dime, they took their sweet time. They didn't even ready up. They still not readied up. Like, this next game is starting, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess we should play game 3. It's a little bit of a different look. It's not the team that has won the game that is itching to get onto the second one. They're stretching their legs a little bit. They saw how that game number 2 went. Now here game 3, they're ready to get back after it. There's a prediction up for game number 3. Give us more of your RSC coins. Give them away to other people. The exchange goes on and on. There are so many RSC coins in my RSC coin account, and I can't use them because I run the gambling, and if I did that, it physically won't let me, even if I wanted to. So that's just how, these broadcasts go for me. It is already looking like it is going to be more of the same for Dime here, as they are right back on the offensive. YourYoloTwin has to be turned away by SqueezySponge at the last moment. Treefrog back in pursuit here will clear the ball into the corner. SqueezySponge past 1, looking for Vvreze. It's broken up by the defense of Dime. They've got to scramble back here, though, because that was a double commit, and they did not connect on the ball. Ground pinch for Vvreze. Will find nobody but the hood of branthedan, and a long clear after a deletion from Potatodactyl is going to send Hawaiian Pizza maybe on the breakout the other way. Treefrog on the respawn, though, puts it right back into the orange corner. Already a shot for Dime, almost 2 there on the Treefrog attempt. Still nothing for Hawaiian Pizza, but Hawaiian Pizza on the warpath. They've already got 2 demos here in just the first minute of play.
Yeah, it's no one's getting shots. It's just going midfield to midfield. Lots of people exploding, as you said. Hawaiian Pizza maybe thinking, let's get in their head a little bit. Let's get some demos in after a game number 2. You don't want it to just be more of the same. So I think I like this strategy. As Twin is going to lose the ball. Squeezy, again, they don't, the Hawaiian Pizza players don't seem to be keeping the boost all that well very much right now, but Vvreze is going to be the benefactor of a fake out from Tato, as that one's wide, but the follow-up, as no one really went to save the ball. Again, Dime, all the offensive pressure, all the opportunities. Oh. Treefrog, another banger. A game number 1 that was uncharacteristic. He's shown up in this final series.
Absolutely clangs it right post and in. It's a splash. I don't think we count it. Treefrog scored 2 goals in the last game, Doughboy. If you've not put the splash counter on stream, we're at 3 now. It's just right back to what we saw in game number 2. Dime throwing all the pressure that they can muster up the field, and Hawaiian Pizza have just not found any answer for it. They've not been able to find those clean exits like they had in game number 1. Here's a demo from YOLO, and Treefrog goes bar down. Flash counter goes to 4, and the lead is now to 2 for Dime. Another absolute ripper.
I mean, they've got to find a way to stop Treefrog. I mean, I don't think he's had a goal that's under 70 kilometers an hour. Every goal is just an absolute banger on target, as leaving it for Twin. Just Hawaiian Pizza gotta find some boost. They gotta find some opportunities they're getting in their own head, as the shot in the pass, Twin saves his own shot, and it just goes off. Tato a midfield 50. Squeezy's getting bumped and harassed, and Treefrog is going to take over the ball. Vvreze is beat. He passes it, or Treefrog presses it, excuse me. Potato looking to create havoc. It's just unable to be found. Vvreze gets a demo, but still, Hawaiian Pizza, I cannot create anything right now.
Grapping and clawing, but really unable to find any purchase. Treefrog with a whiff there. That was a ripper if he makes connection with it, but it will fall harmlessly. He's going to look for a different touch instead as he rotates out. Pizzeria with a long clearance. 2 minutes remain here in game number 3. It is still a 2-0 lead for Dime. 2 shots for Hawaiian Pizza to the 5 for Dime here with 1:45 left. YOLOTwin's going to pop this one up. Treefrog for a look to the backboard. branthedan with not enough boost to make a shot happen. It'll fall harmlessly. YOLOTwin, great patience there to not jump into the challenge. Treefrog with a backside demo is going to make a little bit of space here, but he whiffs the touch. SqueezySponge all alone. Can't find the first one. Treefrog with a great back check block there to keep the shot out. A huge bump from Brand is going to put SqueezySponge in a tough spot. Treefrog taps it down, and Twin is there to tuck it home. A great team play all the way down, including the bump from Brand, and it just continues to fall the way of Dime. 3-0 with 1:13 left.
Yeah, Squeezy had the correct play to cover it, but unfortunately the bounce off the post went directly back middle, so it was an unfortunate touch. 3-0. And it's already looking not good. Vvreze misses the open opportunity. It was so close. Hawaiian Pizza have had their chances. They're still getting them. They could still come back. There's still time. 1 minute left. Potato unable to make contact. Look at the physicality coming out from Dime. They're just unable to be in comfort with themselves. They can barely keep their hands on the controllers. Can Hawaiian Pizza? Potato misses the free clear. Brand has the ball but loses it. It's just going to be Potato. A demo every time they lose the ball. It's a harassment on the other end. It's just bump and demo. SqueezySponge looking to try something. Pass in mid, but it's shut down by Treefrog. And that should do it. 4-0. And again, it's not been close.
Hat trick for Treefrog here in game 3. For hat trick for Treefrog in game 3. Anybody? It's what I get for calling him out after game 1, because he literally laid an egg in game number 1, didn't break 100 points, and now hat trick in game number 3. Scored 2 goals in game number 2. The splash counter continues to go up every goal that he scores, which is, you know, you're gonna code it into the overlay. Why not use it? 10 seconds left in game number 3. It is another absolute barn burner from Dime. They just are ready for everything that Hawaiian Pizza has to throw at them. They hold Dime off the scoreboard for 2 games in a row now. A full 10 seconds of game, or a full 10 minutes of gameplay gone. 0 goals for Hawaiian Pizza. A grand total of 4 shots in the last 2 games. That is just how dominant it's been for Dime since the end of game 1, really.
Yeah, and you can hear it every time someone has space on Dime. There's a demo happening somewhere. There's an explosion on the field. And Hawaiian Pizza are just unable to break out. They're getting absolutely starved and just unable to make the critical connections they need to get out of defense. So just need to change it up. They got a great win in game number 1. They have they have the capability to win this series. They just have to get it back together.
A total of 12 demos that game. 7 for Dime, 5 for Hawaiian Pizza. Just a few. Just, a couple. That's a pretty... The physicality wasn't really there in game number 2. It certainly was in game number 3. And now, maybe both teams have seen the entirety of the other's bag of tricks. Game number 4, it's a 2-1 lead for Dime in the series. Get your prediction points in while the prediction is open. And we'll see if Hawaiian Pizza can find an answer. They've been held scoreless in 2 straight games. Let's see if they can get the first on the board here. I think that would be huge for the mental of the 50-50 Pizzeria side if they can get the first one in the back of the net here in game number 4. Utopia Coliseum could be the site of them turning this around, or it could be the site of, kind of the bells starting to toll if you're a Dime fan, as Treefrog's going to put this one long into the orange end. 50 up high from Bran will fall eventually to the combined power of YourYoloTwin and Treefrog. A laser beam 90-mile-an-hour pinch into the back of the net for goal number 1. I know what the script is. This isn't in it.
I'm stunned. I don't even know. That is absolutely incredible. A pinch in the finals, just unable to be saved. I mean, I don't think anyone could save that one. This one's awkward. It's floating. But Treefrog is having himself a series. Another brilliant save. Twin clears it downfield. It's just been the Dime show in these last 3 games. Hawaiian Pizza have to figure this one out quick, or else it's going to be staring down the barrel of a 3-1 lead from the other side. These pinches are so uncomfortable.
No way! No way! There's no shot this just happened. 0 boost double off the backboard. Treefrog has no doubt the entire way down where that one's going to go. It's the most open goal, more open than the one that we saw last game, which was pretty open. Treefrog got himself a brace in the first minute of game number 2, or game number 4, and it just continues to break the way of Dime. They had a really tough break in game number 1, and now it seems like every single break since then has come up blue, as Twin is going to put this one center. Bran is there after stealing the mid-boost, crossbar and out, and Potatodactyl will get it out and safe towards the sidewall for the moment. It stays 2-0. Hawaiian Pizza have got to feel like every time the ball bounces in front of their net, it's going into the back of it. So every time that they can get out of there scot-free, just breathe a sigh of relief. Potatodactyl looking for the first goal in a game, 2 games and change now. But instead, it's 3-0 the other way. Dime in transition, and they continue to put the pedal to the metal. It's 3-0.
Everyone crashing the net here. Dime have just said, you know what? Let's just go for it. We'll send it. They were getting outpaced by Hawaiian Pizza, kind of, in game number 1. And they just said, you know what? Hey, Treefrog, 82 points, just send it at the ball, and we're all going to follow behind. Vvreze is unable to clear it over the top. Potato's going to read this ball. Let's see if they can build some momentum here. Squeezy can't get the pass off the backboard. Treefrog's going to give it away. Vvreze, over 1. That's on target, but easily saved by Twin. Potato can't get the touch. Twin still has the ball, looking to keep control. And I just can't see Hawaiian Pizza figuring this one out in this game. But they're still got time to do so if they flip a switch, and there was an opportunity to do so.
Still just trying to find it, and this is going to be how they do. It's Potatodactyl with just a howler that finds its way through a couple of defenders, breaks the protractor out off the window, and nobody from Dime can find that one. Hawaiian Pizza have broken the seal. It took them literally 2.5 games to do it, as we're halfway through game number 4 here, and they didn't score at all in game number 2 or 3. But they've got the monkey off their back, and now they've just got to turn that 1 goal into 2, and then that 2 goals into 3. And, we can look at maybe this being a little bit more of a series instead of us prognosticating about how much of a blowout it's going to be. And that's exactly what they needed. Vvreze and Potato combining downfield. And it's 2-3 now as it's a quick 1-2 for Hawaiian Pizza. They're right back in it.
Yeah, they just needed 1, and now the dam's broken up and the water is flowing. The goals are starting to come in for Hawaiian Pizza. Can they finish this one out, finish the comeback, and bring this momentum through the rest of the series? Tato gets a touch. Brand's up early. Tato is going to be able to find the ball unexpectedly to the Dime defense, or offense on that point. Vvreze unable to get it. Look at the play from Treefrog and Twin. They're linking up. This one might be open if they can get it down mid. A bump comes, attempted bump comes through, but Treefrog navigates around it and just says, yeah, I'll just move over here, avoid the bump, and just put it in.
Yeah, great little 1-2 passing play down the length of the field there from Twin and Tree. They get it done, and they give that 2-goal lead back for Dime. It's a good kickoff here for Hawaiian Pizza, but Vvreze not able to wrap around that one to get a shot on. SqueezySponge deletes Brand there. Near post defender's gone. A lot of room for Squeezy, and Potatodactyl just flies right past the ball. Can't find the finish. It'll stay a 2-0 lead with 90 seconds left in game 4. Dime hold on to this lead. Right back in, YoloTwin, the 50 on SqueezySponge. A team bump from Potatodactyl, and Vvreze is going to keep that one from having any more momentum. It's just, when they need it most, it really kind of seems like Hawaiian Pizza just kind of tripping over themselves in the offensive zone, Taco.
I think that is right, as they've had some great moments of ingenuity and some great goals, but they're unable to really get it done a lot of the time in the final third. They're lacking consistency. But if they can get that going, they can be as dangerous as anyone. Here comes Potatodactyl. Up the wall. No boost, though. Does get the pass in mid. It's floating down. Disrupted by Treefrog. Squeezy under the ball. Vvreze pops it in. YoloTwin. Weak touch. Squeezy shot is saved. Unbeknownst to my camera angle. It's still loose. And it's in from SqueezySponge. This game is not over, folks. Do not step away from your chair. This one could be going to overtime if Hawaiian Pizza can convert another one.
Yeah, somehow Twin saved that ball immediately before being demoed. And then Treefrog was just kind of there, not getting credit for either thing. Not getting the save, not being demoed. Like, what just happened? And with 20 seconds left, it's got to be Dime to find a way to close this one out here. They had a 3-0 lead, and Hawaiian Pizza have stormed back. Brand's going to have a go with low boost. Bumps one on the way out, so it'll be one-on-one SqueezySponge with nothing in the tank versus Treefrog. Tree dispossesses. Potatodactyl centering ball, and branthedan with a monster clear to ice game number 4 and put Dime onto championship point.
Signs of life there, though, from Hawaiian Pizza. They got close to the equalizer, and compared to the other 2 games, that's got to at least feel somewhat good. They figured it a little bit out. They just got to have that end to the game be the start to game number 5.
Yeah, the demos and numbers coming back into Hawaiian Pizza's favor a little bit. 5 demos for Hawaiian Pizza, 3 for Dime. 1 apiece across the Dime roster, and it's just as soon as Dime turn the physicality off, they just ratchet the offensive pressure right back up. Like, if they're not bumping you, it's because all 3 of them are rotating immediately onto the ball, and there's not anybody rotating to bump. But when every time, and we talked about it a little bit, the consistency of Dime versus Hawaiian Pizza. Every time Dime's getting into the offensive zone, they're setting up the same way. They're looking for the same bumps across the middle. Hawaiian Pizza haven't been able to find that consistency on the flip side, getting their defensive breakouts so that way they can even think about really setting themselves up on the offensive end, but doing a much better job of countering the Dime pushes. They are in game number 4. Game number 5 takes us to Wasteland. It could be the last one of the series. Get your predictions in. Will Dime take the championship here at the Wasteland, or will it be Hawaiian Pizza to send us further on? 5 more minutes on the clock. Kickoff goes to Vvreze and Treefrog. It'll be Vvreze that wins it. 100 boost off the sidewall. Ran with an early jump and nobody there for Hawaiian Pizza to even think about a shot. A lot of space for Treefrog, and it's punched right back in. YoloTwin is in the Bumblebee in the yellow car. I was super confused for a second there why there was a yellow car on the blue team, but now I see why. The error of my ways has been shown to me. Potatodactyl thought about a shot, really couldn't get it. It's a double commit there, and now an opportunity. YoloTwin just with a high skyhook shot saved by Vvreze. Treefrog with the 50 win over top of 1. Can't get it around Squeezy, so it'll be Brand instead with the long shot. Potato will get credit for the save. YoloTwin, a bouncer. SqueezySponge not fooled by the oldest trick in the book there. Potatodactyl whiffs that one. Treefrog wasn't expecting the whiff. Brand with a 50. It's going to bounce towards the goal, but not threatening. And SqueezySponge will try unsuccessfully. YoloTwin has the centering pass, but nobody was ready for the shot. And a minute in, 0-0. Definitely settling back in a little bit. Shades of game 1, Taco.
Yeah, and even there, Hawaiian Pizza a little bit tripping over themselves. They gotta figure out the communication. If they can get that done, then there's gonna be Dime gotta be careful about a potential comeback in this series. But a pass from Treefrog is luckily not one of his signature 80+ km/h shots, and harmlessly goes across the goal line for an easy save. But Vvreze has an opportunity, shuts that clear down, and Squeezy will take over. Gets a double touch unexpectedly to Brand, but a good demo is what is preventing that pass in mid. Treefrog, who's looked so good in this series so far. Squeezy keeps the ball, but here's Hawaiian Pizza. They just lose the ball and it's open! And your YoloTwin will not get one much easier than that.
Absolute clanger, this one from the left side. No doubt. Not an easy shot to make, but it's wide open. And it's 1-0 for Dime. Your YoloTwin breaking it up. And now again, the response has to come from Hawaiian Pizza. We've seen them in this position before. Branthedan throws one to the backboard. YoloTwin, maybe a fake. It leaves it for Treefrog. SqueezySponge reads it all the way through, gets the save. Brand can't get that one before Vvreze will take it into the blue end. Treefrog quickly turning on it. This one's long, just off frame, off the crossbar. Tree on the double tap. He doesn't go up for it, but he doesn't need to. Reads it on the ground. And 2-0 very quickly. This Treefrog, not the aerial kind, just a nice ground Treefrog there. 2-0.
Yeah, Treefrog sticking the ground there, just had the whole defense scrambling. Squeezy tried to turn around in time, but unable to do so. Squeezy has a shot opportunity, but it goes just wide, and now here's an opportunity again. Vvreze, but look at Treefrog, always first to the ball, looking very good in this series. Vvreze has control, forces a 50. Here's Squeezy, looking to link up. Oh, but it's hits the back of their teammate. Potato, it's open. Can anyone get it back? No. Potatodactyl. Signs of life from Hawaiian Pizza. Is there still a chance? 2 minutes 16 left for this comeback.
I feel like that's the second time in 2 games that Hawaiian Pizza have kind of had a ball don't lie, like Rocket League gods to look kindly upon you. You probably should have had a clip on that last push, but you just put 1 foot wrong. Here's the goal that you probably deserved back then. And they'll take those to the bank. They count just as much as all the other ones. But I'm sure that they would prefer to have the ones that they're looking for go in. This one will be good. I was worried for just a second there. It's another splash. That one's orange, though. I don't know how many SqueezySponge goals there have been. But that I don't like. Splash counter's at 9 now. So I hope Doughboy's been keeping up with all of them. It's that one's a kind of a heartbreaker if you're Dime. It's just a little bit of a defensive breakdown, and Hawaiian Pizza get the punish on it. YoloTwin trying to get it right back. It's just off the post. Potatodactyl tries to slow it down. Treefrog with a 50 to the backboard. Brand's there. It's off target. Treefrog puts it in far side, though. Kisses it off the post. And the lead right back to Dime, 3-2.
Everyone else might have their aimbots off target, but Treefrog just can't stop slotting these in. He's having himself an incredible series. I don't know what goal that is. I think he's got to be in the double digits at this point. Incredible series. That's pitched in, I think. Oh no, it's off the post. Oh, that's a heartbreaker for Hawaiian Pizza. It was so close to the equalizer. This could be a chance. Unable to find it, but that has got to just make their hearts sing.
I think that's the first time I've seen Treefrog absolutely full send for the corner boost. Oh, it works out in favor of Dime to the boost-starved defense. Doesn't have enough in the tank to get up and challenge this one. And it's YourYoloTwin that puts in a no-doubter. Vvreze flat-footed and a 2-goal lead here on championship point for Dime. There was a moment in game number 1 where it looked like this was going to be a hard-fought, evenly matched series. And through 5 games here, it has been the Dime show, really, after game number 1 got over and done with. Everybody's whiffing that one. It is a Wifty City in the blue box, but it'll be eventually Treefrog who gets it to the corner. 60 seconds remain here, and it's got to be a heroic effort from Hawaiian Pizza. They need 2 goals in the bank to at least force OT and try to extend this series a little bit longer.
Yeah, and again, Hawaiian Pizza unable to flink up, and branthedan sees the awkward Potatodactyl flying in the air and just says, you know what, I'll just fly in for this one, slam it in 80 kilometers an hour, right down the frame of the net. No one can stop it. Vvreze almost able to get the hood on it, but unable to do so. 5-2. This one is not looking good for Hawaiian Pizza. They really need to just get a flurry of goals all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it's hard to do when Dime really doesn't let you have the ball very much, and they definitely don't let you have the ball uncontested. They're always got a hand up in your face. Here's an opportunity for SqueezySponge to try to get after it, and instead the bumped by their own teammate, really preventing the offense from ever kind of clicking here. It's going to be pinched into their own goal. Maybe not how you draw it up for Dime. There's still game left to be played, and 2 goals in 20 seconds, a lot different than 3 goals in 20 seconds. So I guess Hawaiian Pizza will take solace in the fact that they've still got a shot here. Yeah, I mean, if that's a pinch in the other goal, it's insane. But a pinch in your goal, you know, just kind of whatever.
Yeah, that's something, but
Bang.
Squeezy has a shot! Oh, it's just, if anyone was following up, if Vvreze just committed there, that could have been their opportunity. Popped up in the air, they gotta get it on target within 2 seconds. Squeezy can't, that's it. Dime win the prospect tier.
Dime, your season 22 prospect champions. The Bumblebee celebration at the very end, just for good measure. Congratulations to Dime. Congratulations to Moneymakers. And nobody got to see the Dancing Bumblebee special because instead we're watching this awesome Boog McCrug special hype chamber bespoke vid here. Congratulations to everybody. Congratulations especially to Treefrog. And finally winning a championship. It has to happen for everybody. If I can find a way to do it, I think that anybody can find a way to do it. Treefrog is the latest example of that. Taka, we've got to pick an MVP for this series. Pretty sure it's going to be a player that played in blue. Any thoughts immediately from you?
I mean, I think my MVP is going to be Treefrog after he turned his monitor on and after game number 1. He was like, oh yeah, I'll just start playing. And then he did, and then no one else had a chance.
Turning point. Treefrog doesn't show up in game number 1, Dime loses. Treefrog shows up in games 2 through 5, Dime wins game 2 through 5. Easy MVP vote for me too. It's really unfortunate that it's shaken out that way, but that's just, that's where we're at here. And it's for good reason. I mean, he kind of balled out through the last 4 games of that series, all the just straight 4-game win streak for Dime to take the prospect finals. Congratulations to them. I honestly think that any of the 3 of them have a good argument for MVP, but yeah, I think the Treefrog doesn't have a good game in game 1 and they lose, and then Treefrog has a great games in the rest of them and they win them all very convincingly, is a very good case for him to win MVP. So we'll say that out loud. It's just the finals MVP. Don't worry, you can still vote on your tier MVPs later on, but congratulations to Dime. We're going to take a very short break while we get ready for our master matchup.